Hey guys, today I wanted to do something a little different, which ends up being making three starter Minecraft farms that I think are probably the best ones that you'd want to begin with in your starter survival world. Pretty material friendly, so shouldn't be too bad on you. So first thing we're going to be building today is it's going to be a sugarcane farm. You can make this in the ground or way above the ground. It doesn't matter as long as the top of it has like access to the sky to make the sugar cane actually grow. So, materials you're going to need. Uh, you can either have one water bucket and an infinite water source, so you can place two water buckets, or you can just have two water buckets. And you'll need 16 sugar cane to get it started. You'll need 16 sand, stack of your favorite block you want to build with, 14 regular pistons, one observer, 14 redstone dust, one redstone repeater, one stairs, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's stairs. Then you're going to need a double chest or one chest. And then if you want to do more chests, you're going to need more than two hoppers, but you can use one hopper. You don't even need two if you're only doing one chest or one double chest. And then you're gonna need about a stack and a half of glass blocks. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab all this and we'll get started. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start by breaking 8 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place your water. All right, flows to there. Even if you break that, it won't flow past. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Place the water. Okay, so it should flow right into the center with an empty space right here. This is going to be where all the sugar cane flow into a hopper, which will lead into our double chest. So we can then, on the other side of the water here, is we'll place some sand blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then place 8 sand. Skip a block, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place all the sand. Okay, so we should be looking like that. Okay, and then just to get it started, we'll have sugar cane on top of the sand. And then from there on the back side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 blocks for your back wall. And on top of this, you're going to want to place regular pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then where you've skipped a hole so far on all these, you want to skip one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. All right. So you should have 8 on either side of the hole in the wall there. Then we'll go ahead and fill this here. And then we can line the top with just our blocks to build with. Okay. Now what we want to do is come to this side and we'll just place a block here and an observer right here. So what's going to happen is the sugarcane is going to grow. The observer is going to see it. And so we want to connect a line of redstone dust behind there. Right, we'll make a whole back line of blocks all the way. Make sure that they're on the pistons on the back side, right? Pistons, line of blocks. Okay, and we're going to get our redstone dust. We're going to place redstone dust behind the observer and then run it to the corner. All right, and now you want to start counting from your first piston. You want to count 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to make sure that there's no redstone dust where that hole is going to end up being, and instead we're going to place a repeater right there. And then we're going to go another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 redstone dust. So that should power all of the pistons. And you can check that by adding some sugar cane. Chops it all off, or you can even just place a block and it should fire the pistons as well. All right, and so now that we've got that taken care of, what we want to do is come to the front here, and we're gonna get our stairs, chests, and our hoppers, glass. Okay, and we're gonna come to the middle section where we've left a little hole here. We're gonna break one block down, and then we're gonna place a hopper into that dirt, and then we're gonna break a line out here so that we can get a double chest in there, right? And so this dirt should have the hopper on the other side, sure is. And you can make yourself a little space if you want to, just make sure not to get into the farm with the water, right? So we want to just place a chest here and here to create a double chest. And so that's basically it. We want to add the stone stair on top here, break that, and then just place a stone stair upside down so that you can still open your chest. All right, and then what we'll do is just fill up glass around. So we'll start on the side of the sugar cane here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just want to do another line next to it, 2, 3, 4. And then you can actually do 3 in the front if you like, 1, 2, 3. Maybe save on resources. And you're just going to go all the way across until we're at the first sugar cane on the right, next to the observer. Then we can just place glass here, 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 and here. And then that's all filled in. And the last part is to put a roof on top of glass. So we'll make sure that you're 4 tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then you just do a double wide all the way across the top. There you go. So that's pretty much the sugarcane farm. As the day changes to night, the game ticks will occur and the sugarcane will grow. This is somewhat of a slow sugarcane farm, but you can certainly increase the production rates by adding another layer on top and then just build up and up and up. So yeah, so that's pretty much our sugarcane farm. All right, guys, so we are on to the next farm here. This is going to be a wheat farm, mostly automatic. You will have to replant the wheat seeds as needed, but this will, I'm pretty sure, also work with carrot farms as well as, uh, I'm sorry, it will double as a carrot farm or beet farm if you happen to want to use those in this farm as well. It's a really nice farm to have for starting out in survival. So this one is going to be 11 blocks wide, and about 19 blocks long. Materials you're going to need are about 120 dirt blocks. You're going to need one set for double chest. This will fill up fairly fast with not just wheat but seeds as well. You'll need one hopper. You'll need about 3 stacks of your building block of choice. You're going to need 8 dispensers. You really won't need a stack of glass. You probably only need, I don't know, 16 tops or so. Then 1 button of choice, 1 redstone repeater. Again, you probably won't use a whole stack of redstone dust. You probably get away with about 30, 32, somewhere in there. And then you'll need 8 water buckets. And then you'll need about a stack and a half. Uh, oh, actually, you'll actually need 120 seeds because the seeds will match the dirt. And then you need 1 hoe in order to till the ground to place your seeds. I believe if you're using beetroots, I don't think you need to till the ground. That could be wrong. Been a while since I've done beets. So to start, we'll grab up all the materials here, and we will get started. All right, so to begin with, we will make a double chest right here on the edge, and then we will need uh, 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to place a hopper for the last block. And then what we'll want to do is go ahead and refill that with dirt, because you can either use dirt or you can use your block of choice. It doesn't matter. But we are going to need to make a front wall. And then I like to use glass for the second layer here. And then we'll just make 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8 there. Let's do 9 there actually, because one of them we're going to skip. It'll just be for water. Then we're going to go ahead and place an 8 by 8 square of dirt. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then another 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we just sort of want to fill in this whole area of dirt. All right, and then we will go ahead and set up a wall on this side of the dirt, right? We want to go too tall, and that includes only the blocks you see above the dirt. So that's 1, and then here's 2. And then we want to match it on the other side. All right, we'll go ahead and just place another block there. Oops. You will also need a stairs. It doesn't matter what kind of stairs, but you will need one to place over your chest so you can still open the chest. Because there's going to be water flowing through this area, and it's going to force all of it into the hopper and then into that chest there. If you place a regular block, I don't believe it opens. Yep, so you will need a stairwell, and make sure that it is upside down, as you can see. Another stair, and then your chest will still open. So from there, we will use our glass to go ahead and close this part up here. And then again, I like to just make sure it's too high. That way nothing kind of flies out of the farm, because that has happened before. All right, and then we will go back here to the back side, and I'll just, you don't necessarily have to place this line of blocks, but you can. But you will need 1 layer up for dirt, and this is going to be an 8 by 7 square. So that's 8 there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, just fill in this whole square of dirt. All right, and then once again, we want to come to the side. Again, this isn't technically necessary. I just like to have it because it looks better for me. But then you do want to go too tall on this as well. Right, and then I actually like to go 1 more from the dirt because again, I have had things fly out of the farm before. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so again, matching sides, right? We like symmetry. So then I'm just going to place another line across the back here. That one is not technically necessary either, because what we're going to have here is dispensers on the back side, right? So dispensers, and then we are going to have blocks on the blocks on the back of this dispensers here, just like so. And then we're almost complete in the actual building part of it. So what we want to do now is take all of our water buckets, well not all, but most of them, and you're just going to put 1 water bucket in each dispenser. Turns out it was all of the water buckets. So that means we're missing 1 water bucket. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and place 1 water bucket here. As you'll see, it flows over the hopper, which is exactly what you're looking for. And so now what we need to do is make a wall in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just right on top of those dispensers. Should be fine. And then we want to create a redstone area. And so we're just going to make one stone wall, uh, one layer tall, right? All the way across the farm on one side. Doesn't need to be on both sides. And so now what we're going to do is make sure that's flush with the glass above the chest. And then you're going to take a stone button. You're going to take your redstone dust, your redstone repeater, and your stone button. And we'll start with the button here. And then we will need to place one block under, right there. Remove this block, which is the second block. Then you're going to place redstone dust up to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then you're going to place a repeater. Then you're going to finish out the redstone dust here. You can go up to 15 on this. I don't think it'll take all of that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that redstone is going to, when you activate the button, it's going to flush the entire area within the dirt here of wheat and seeds into your chest. And so you can test to make sure it works just by pressing the button. And then it'll fill with water once, and then you press the button again, redstone line triggers, and then it shuts off the water. So you can really just wait for all of your stuff to flow into the front, let's call it a river there, and then it will flow into your chest from there. So last thing you need to do is get your seeds and a hoe, and then you will just till all of the ground. You don't know why that's happening. Okay, I'm not sure why that's happening. I've never had that happen before, but just till the ground. You can do it a row at a time if you need to, and then just plant your seeds on top of the tilled ground. Be careful not to jump on ground that has been tilled, or it will turn back into a normal dirt block. Okay, so now we've got our whole wheat field growing. Oops. Wheat field is growing, and we just want to wait until it becomes a full field of wheat, and then I will show you what we do from there. All right, so this is pretty close enough to a full wheat farm. Some of them haven't grown in yet, but that's okay. As long as your chunk's loaded and you're kind of in the area doing some work, then they will continue to grow. And then once they're fully grown and matured, you can come over and just press the button and watch them fly in. Goes to the front river. Once everything's in there, you can just turn it off. Now you will have to re-till the dirt. Sometimes they like to go back to how they were, but you can see that the chest is filling up with items. It'll start with whatever's in the hopper and finish with whatever was in the hopper. And so there's a wheat farm for Bedrock 1.20. Alright guys, so the last farm I'd like to cover for Minecraft Bedrock, this is like 1.19 and up, probably some earlier versions than that, but this one is for fuel, because I don't really like to go digging for coal, and I certainly don't like to use sticks and wood and what have you to use those as fuel. So I like to use lava buckets myself. So that's what we're going to be building here. Pretty simple, material friendly, so long as you've got the iron for the cauldrons. That's probably the most expensive piece. You will need to find some pointed dripstones. This one is just going to be sort of 3 cauldrons and then a space in between and then 3 more cauldrons. You don't necessarily need a whole lot of these, but you can have certainly as many as you'd like to build yourself. And so however many cauldrons you do have, you will need the same amount of pointed dripstone and you will need the same amount of lava buckets. I like to use glass to surround the lava as personal preference. You can use a myriad of different blocks. Doesn't have to be glass, but you will need blocks of your choice above the dripstones, and then you will need some temporary blocks. So we'll go ahead and grab out all this stuff and we'll get started. So first thing I'm going to do is place down my cauldrons. These don't have to be here. You can have them in the dirt next to it. Oop, you can have them in the dirt if you like, and just have your lava flush with the ground. Doesn't matter. But for today, we're just going to do it right on top so everybody can see what's happening. Okay, then we're going to take a temporary block and not place it there. Place it on, okay, we'll just place it on top this way. All right, so you want temporary blocks on top of the cauldrons, like so. Then you want the block of your choice on top of the dirt. And then you can break all the temporary blocks. And then you're going to have pointed dripstone pointing into the cauldrons from the block of your choice. And then from here, you're going to want to place a temporary block here, and then you're going to surround, basically surround the block of your choice on top with glass, or again, any other block of your choice that does not burn from lava. And then that'll be fine. So we're going to separate the center here and then just sort of build an encasement around where the lava is going to be. Okay, and then we can break any unnecessary blocks that we don't actually need. And this one here, and then these dirt blocks here. And so that's basically it. Now all you want to do is add lava to the top, and you want to make sure you're adding lava to every space that's going to have a cauldron underneath it. It will not work otherwise. It will work kind of, but it won't work with all of them. Like if you only put lava in this block space here, this one will fill with lava and these other ones won't, even though the lava will flow across. So that's it. Then you can just grab yourself a bucket and remove the lava. And then remove the lava. And you can do this as many times as you need as long as there's lava in there. And stick it in furnaces, stick it in whatever you need to use for fuel. And there you go. Those are my 3 favorite starter farms, and that's it. So if you do like the video, please make sure to leave a like and then subscribe if you want to see any future content, as there will be future content.